in the coffee shop were to transform his workplace and take it from disrespect to respect, what would happen? Well, this is where it gets really exciting. Because what happens in our brains when people treat us with respect is that there are certain chemicals that are squirted into our brains. These are neurotransmitters called serotonin and oxytocin. And when my brain is awash with these neurotransmitters, I am much more open to trust you and your ideas. I'm much more open to help you with work that needs to get done. So, do you need help to get that report finished? Sure. And hey, I don't even mind coming in on Saturday to help you. You're much more open to give your time and talent to what needs to be done. Oh, there's a new project? Okay, I'll take that over and manage it with you. Now imagine you're sitting in a team meeting, let's say 7 people with you, and everybody is awash with these neurotransmitters and responding that way, in that positive way. Wow. You have a powerful team. Yes. Yes, you do. So this is going on in our brains. How can we measure this in some way? Well, I looked at the research of someone maybe you've heard of. It's called Paul Mashanko. He wrote a book called The Respect Effect. And he went around the world doing surveys and interviews, and he asked people, how do you feel when you're respected? And this is what they said. They feel validated, part of the group, committed, inspired to work harder, safe, accepted, motivated, valued. These are all very positive, good feelings. Do they translate into more quality and more quantity of work the team members are willing to do? Well, Paul asked that question as well. And he got an answer. And the answer is yes. The bottom line is that in the presence of these emotions, we are likely to be doing our very best work that we're capable of for our organization. Now, that CEO who turned things around, he's now got people who are motivated, who feel accepted, who feel valued, and who are doing their very best. And those people aren't thinking of resigning because they've got that other extra that they need, that respect. Not just from the CEO, but he has role modeled it, so it's within, it's inculcated into the organization. So how do we do that? How do we inculcate that into an organization? Well, managers and supervisors, you are in the unique position with the authority to make sure that the workplace is a place of respect for all employees and that all the relationships are based in genuine respect. Not the show of respect or this respect. I am your boss, therefore you respect me. The thing is, we all have built-in respectometers. We can sense, is this genuine or false respect? And genuine, yes. False, start again. That's just an intuition that we have. We know. We know when it's authentic. We know when it's the real stuff. So you are the role models. And here's the thing. I'm going to ask you to do one thing, just one thing, which you can do tomorrow when you go back to your workplace. Or hey, why wait till tomorrow? Start today. One simple thing that we can all do to show respect is to say thank you and mean it. In fact, you can take the thank you one step further and acknowledge the effort. So you don't just say, well, thanks for that report, Bob. You can say, hey, Bob, thank you very much for that report. I really appreciate the effort that you put into it, and I appreciate that you got it to me on the deadline or before the deadline. Or, hey, thank you for getting those curry puffs. We can all share that at tea time. That was very thoughtful of you. So it goes a little bit beyond just saying thanks for the curry puffs. It's acknowledging the effort and acknowledging that the person was thoughtful. And that person feels, hey, yeah, that's good. I feel valued because that person acknowledged me. I feel respected. And that is how, a simple way that you can just effect change. And in conclusion, respect in the workplace leads to respectful relationships which benefit everyone and inevitably will contribute to the success of your business. Because when you've got people feeling motivated, feeling inspired, they're going to do the very best work they're capable of, and that's only going to translate into success for everyone. And there's a bonus. The bonus is that once you get into the habit of genuine respect in the workplace, it is going to spread out into your personal and social life. So spread the respect. So the next time I overhear that conversation in the coffee shop with that CEO, he's now going to be saying, hey, you won't believe it. My people are so motivated. They are so good. They're doing their best. And you know what? My business growth is like this. And with that, I respectfully thank you. I have 2 minutes for questions, please.
I've got a question about
Please.
You have, say, a management who typically say they're okay with time, they're always punctual, or even the example of taking the stapler and
Yes,
asking.
yes.
But what happens if you're trying to change your culture, meaning that is currently not present, and you're trying and you tell them that, hey, you have to be there at 3 o'clock, and hey, what's so important about being there at 3? Isn't 3:15, 3:20 norm? How do you bring
Yes.
that respect within the...
Right. That's a very good question. Thank you. The thing is, like, remember I said that everyone in this room has a different understanding of respect. So the first step before you start putting in the guidelines would be to make sure that everyone is on the same page about respect. Maybe there's a culture in that particular organization where time is not so important. People are more fluid with time. So that may not be within their definition of respect. That's okay if that is the definition for that setting, for that company, for that space. Right? So it's starting from there. But if you have some people who say, yes, punctuality is it, and others like, well, if we're a bit late, if, like you said, 15 minutes, what's the big deal? Then you have to compromise and agree on what's next. Are we going to stick to 3 o'clock means 3 o'clock or not? Yeah, so it's a process. It's not something that you can change, go from A to B right away. It is a process, but it can be done, and it has been done, and I've seen it being done, yeah. Yeah, there's a Gallup poll finding which says that people don't leave corporations, they leave bosses. And that's exactly what you were saying, right? And you are in a very, very fortunate position because you already know where the conflict is. So you address the conflict right there. You need to inculcate respect amongst your managerial staff first, and then it'll cascade down. Yeah. You're very fortunate because it's not throughout. You can isolate it and work with it there.